Welcome back to Talk Maniac, the place where curiosity meets chaos. Today, we're delving into one of the most exciting and mysterious questions of our time: is there water on the moon? And more importantly, what does it mean if we find it? Grab your space helmets and buckle in, because we're going on a cosmic ride. Water on the moon? Sounds like science fiction, right? But no, it's real. Water, in its frozen form, could be the key to unlocking the future of space exploration. Let's break down why everyone's obsessed with finding it. First off, water isn't just for drinking. If you split water into hydrogen and oxygen, you get rocket fuel. That's right. We could use water to create fuel for spacecraft, propelling astronauts and machines deeper into space, without relying on Earth's supplies. We're talking about cheaper missions, longer space expeditions, and even the potential to fuel our way to Mars. Think about it: if we could use the moon as a launching pad, we could avoid launching all that fuel from Earth. The cost of space travel could plummet, making missions to other planets, asteroids, and even the outer reaches of the solar system a lot more feasible. Plus, a steady supply of water means astronauts could live longer on the moon, build sustainable lunar bases, and even develop off-world industries. And let's not forget that water is also a key ingredient for growing food. With lunar agriculture, we could support long-term human settlement on the moon. Sounds like a space colonization dream, doesn't it? Alright, so why hasn't this been discovered yet? Why hasn't anyone found enough water to make these dreams a reality? Well, it turns out the moon is pretty good at playing hard to get. Scientists believe the water is hiding in the moon's polar regions, specifically in craters that are permanently shadowed from the sun. These regions are colder than anything you've ever experienced on Earth, dipping to -250 degrees Fahrenheit. This means that water, in the form of ice, could have accumulated there over billions of years. But here's the catch: even though these craters are permanently shadowed, the water isn't just sitting around in a nice, neat pile. It's trapped in the regolith, the layer of fine dust and rocky material that covers the moon's surface. Think of it like this: the water isn't frozen in big chunks. It's likely embedded in tiny ice particles scattered within the dust, making it extremely difficult to extract. Plus, that dust isn't just a nuisance, it's also sharp and abrasive, which makes collecting the water even harder. Now, let's talk about the moon's dust. Regolith is a real pain. Not only does it stick to everything, but it's also so fine and sharp that it can damage spacesuits and equipment. Imagine working on the moon while covered in this ultrafine, abrasive dust. It makes collecting lunar water a lot more complicated than just grabbing a snowball. NASA and other space agencies have to use specialized equipment to extract these materials, and they're constantly coming up with new ways to deal with the dust and get to the precious water hidden underneath. So who's leading the charge in the search for lunar water? Let's take a look at some of the key missions that have been involved in this search. It all started with missions like NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, which, since 2009, has been mapping the moon's surface and looking for signs of water. This orbiter has helped identify key areas where water ice might be present, especially in those permanently shadowed craters at the moon's poles. But finding water on the moon isn't as simple as just sending a spacecraft up there. The challenge is extracting and utilizing it. In 2023, India's Chandrayaan-3 mission made headlines when it successfully landed near the moon's south pole. While it didn't find any large deposits of water, it collected valuable data that will help future missions refine their search. The rover didn't just search for water. It also analyzed the moon's surface composition, which could be key in understanding how lunar water forms and where we might find it. But Chandrayaan-3 wasn't alone in its quest. NASA's Artemis program is another crucial part of the search for water. NASA's Artemis program plans to return humans to the moon in the next few years, with one of its main goals being to establish a sustainable lunar base. Artemis astronauts will be tasked with finding and extracting lunar water to support their missions. This could be the stepping stone to a permanent human presence on the moon. The idea is that astronauts could use this water to create fuel for rockets, drinking water, and even grow plants for food. Essentially, they'd turn the moon into a self-sustaining outpost for deeper space exploration. So what's next in the hunt for water on the moon? The next major mission is NASA's Viper rover, which is set to launch within the next few years. This rover is designed to land on the moon's south pole, where the best chance of finding water exists. Viper will use sophisticated tools to study the distribution of water ice within the moon's regolith. Viper will be able to drill into the lunar surface and extract samples to analyze the ice, helping scientists understand how it's distributed and how it could be used. Viper's mission is crucial to understanding whether we can one day use lunar water for fuel and sustain a permanent human presence on the moon. And it's not just NASA. The European Space Agency, or ESA, is also working on the Lunar Polar Exploration mission, which will further investigate the moon's water resources. This collaboration between space agencies will likely provide crucial insights into the moon's water cycle and help shape the future of lunar exploration. Water on the moon isn't just a scientific curiosity, it could revolutionize space travel as we know it. If we can harness lunar water for fuel, we could make space exploration much more affordable and sustainable. Imagine lunar bases serving as launch pads for missions to Mars, asteroids, and beyond. It would make the entire solar system more accessible to humanity. Lunar water could help us live on the moon, use it as a stepping stone to other worlds, and unlock technologies we haven't even dreamed of yet. It's a key to the future of space exploration and possibly to humanity's survival beyond Earth. So, what do you think? Will we find the water we need to make space colonization a reality? Or is it just another cosmic fantasy? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into the universe's weirdest mysteries. Until next time, stay curious, stay cosmic, and remember, science is cooler than you think.